Everybody, Hellcrix here, and we got a old world 2,500 point fantasy battle going, and we have a special guest in the house. We got Palmer.
Hello, hello.
Hello. And what we have is a game of Beasts of Chaos, right?
Yeah.
Versus Tomb Kings. All right, over here, starting it from. We have a unit of Chaos Doggies, right?
Yep, Chaos Hounds here. We've got Chaos Giant. We've got two Dragon Ogre Shaggas, but they're running both as champions separately, 2 units. We've got a unit of Minotaur here with great weapons and battle standard. We have some Bestigors back here, full command. We have a level 4 Bray Shaman. We have 5 Chaos Hounds in the woods. We have a Gorgon, another Shartak or a Dragon Ogre champion. We have a unit of Ungor with pointy spears, and in this case, a regular Bray Shaman level 2. We actually have the Doom Bull General, and then we have another unit of Minotaur with double hand weapons. And then we also have a unit of Gore with full command ambushing.
Way over there on the table.
Yeah, right? just there as a visual reminder so I don't forget. Ambushing as well.
Now this may look like it's like 2,500 points on the other side, but when my troops are so cheap, they sort of just like fill up everywhere.
Yeah.
I didn't go with some of the heavy hitters. I could have brought the Ushopti in, which would have effectively gone with, because we went a Blide build, so I wasn't sure what you were going to bid.
Yeah.
So I could have brought those, and that would have been a counter to your Minotaurs, but I didn't do that. All right, so I have one unit of Necro Cavalry right here. I got a small unit of Skeleton Warriors there, just with hand weapons and a shield. Then we have a unit of 20 Archers, which they have a Necro tech with them, level 2, just kind of holding the flank out. Mm-hmm. Then we got the general over here, parked on their Bone Dragon. So kind of nasty little beat stick right there.
Yeah.
Then there's the giant, the skeleton giant there. I have a Casket of Souls. I got a Screaming Skull Catapult. A small unit of skeleton horse archers. There's 10 of them. Just a little bit of mobility, cause havoc. Another unit of 20 skeleton archers with a Necrotech inside. And then we have the Tomb Guard, big giant unit Tomb Guard. There we have a 5 unit of skeleton chariots. And then another unit of 20 skeleton archers.
Yeah. All right.
So 2,500 points. Looks big, but there's not much there compared to those guys. You got a lot of toughness 4 and 5 over there.
Yeah.
I have some, but we're going to have to see how we can whittle this down.
We'll see.
It's like my general can't be everywhere.
Well, these beastmen are here today to make some soup with some bones, and so we're hoping you have enough bones to make some soup.
You do realize, even if you die and we die, it doesn't matter. We still win.
You'll regenerate in their stomachs.
Yes. We'll claw our way out. We'll just raise the dead in your gut.
That's right.
And it's like your big giant. Which one? Your
Gorgon?
Gorgon? He'd look really good as a giant. Skeleton giant.
Yeah?
I think I want to add it.
You want to add him, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We'll be back with individual turns, top of one, top and bottom, of etc. as we go along, and just see how things work out.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be back. All right, here we go. The units moved up a little bit here, kind of spreading themselves out a little bit. Moved up here. Oh, I did have reserve move I could do if I want to.
Yeah. And so Tomb King's turn 1, because I don't think you knew who went first.
Yeah, Tomb King's turn 1. I got the roll, so I got to go first. It wasn't really too bad, just other than units moving up here. The horse archers did a little. Looks like we took out one guy there.
Yeah, one dog.
One dog there. The Casket of Souls
took out 3 Ungor.
Took out 2 Ungor. Yeah, 2 in gore, and then the Screaming Skull catapult shot at the
Gorgon.
not the Gorgon, but the
Dragon right over here. Yeah.
And it scattered over here
Yeah,
and took out one guy at the far unit there. It just, it is what it is. And then we shot a couple bows over here at those dogs and missed completely. So it wasn't too bad. And cast a few spells, a little protection stuff. And
if anybody was wondering, the dogs had Vanguard, and that's kind of why they're up further from before, even though it wasn't my turn.
Yeah. So that's what we had there. So that was the end of turn 1 for the Tomb King. Now we're going to move into the bottom of 1 with the Beast of Chaos. All right, here we got the bottom of turn 1. They moved up over here. They got the Giant and the Dragon Ogre coming around the flank right there. The dogs came through the woods out there in the open, and then we have another Dragon Ogre covering this corner. So this area is like a no-go zone right now. And then these guys came marching up over here. They did march everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then those guys come marching over there. The dogs come marching over here. Looks like they're ready to do a beam line right towards the war machines over here. And these guys marched up and across the board. So they're moving fast. The only thing I have is reserve moves. I can't march, but that's okay. All right. Okay, so
regenerate.
Yeah, I got regenerate, and I got reserve moves.
Yep.
So it's like I can move after the fact. Okay, so that's the end of turn 1. We'll be moving on to turn 2. All right, we'll be back. All right, here we go. It's the end of the top of turn 2 for the Tomb Kings. The Chariots moved over here, fired their bows over that direction, and just kind of bounced off those thickly giant guys there. The bowmen here opened up on the wolves right here, cracked them, and they ran away. These guys just moved up. These bowmen here opened up on the Minotaurs right there, did a couple wounds, which is shocking. These archers here, horse archers, shot into their... where's those dogs?
They're gone.
They're gone.
Exactly.
And then there was some more shots over here. They put 1 wound on the Dragon Ogre there. And then the Giant here, he just got to get in the way because he wasn't sure if the dogs, we'd get rid of the dogs, but the Tomb Giant just kind of parked himself right in front of him. And then these guys moved over here. And then we had the Casket of Souls. Did some... it was the Casket of Souls that hit over there too. And then the catapult tried firing and it hit, but he rolled a misfire also. So it swallowed up one of the crew members, so they're out for the turn there. And let's see what else. We had the Ruby Ring of Destruction there, fired over here and wiped out one of the Minotaurs right there.
Yeah.
So there was 1 Minotaur's down to 1 wound and obliterated the other. So in this turn, 1 unit of dogs broke another unit of dogs and then took out a Minotaur.
Not bad.
Yeah, not too bad. So we're moving into the bottom of turn 2.
With mine, but yeah.
All right, here we go. It's in the bottom of turn 2. All right, we had the Dragon Ogre and the Chaos Giant come wandering around the corner. And you got the Chariots going, well, we got something to charge. And then this guy's wandering around the corner. We're like, uh-oh. That's not supposed to be there. Where'd that come from? And then he cast a spell on these guys, made them a little more motivated. And they got right in front of my cav right here, which is kind of a pain. And he cast a spell on them to increase their toughness, movement, and...
I think it's leadership. But
leadership, yeah. So... yeah, they're a little stronger after they took the pummeling from everything the last turn.
That's right.
And then he ran a dragon right over in front of me. It was like, that's not good. And then this guy's parked over here. And my bone giant's with his giant little sword, double sword, is like, that looks tasty. We can add him to the rock pile. And then he tried to cast Vile Tide and failed because he didn't roll high enough.
Right.
It's like with level 4, and the only thing you could fail on a 2 or a 3.
That's what I rolled.
Yeah. And over here, he cast Vile Tide on, tried it on these guys, and then I rolled a Godly High to dispel it. And then you cast a Vortex right here, which is kind of a pain, sort of. So, there. Okay, so...
And also, ambushes didn't come on.
Yeah, your ambushes...
Did not come on.
Did not come on.
Yeah. But they moved a lot like Beastmen do, and hopefully something's going to happen.
Yep. So that's the end of 2.
Yeah.
So we're moving on to turn
that's the bottom of
3.
turn 2.
Well, turn 3. We'll be back. All right, everybody. Here it is, the top of turn 3. All right, we'll just start over here. The chariots smashed into the dragon ogre right there, did a wound with the impact hits, and then the charioteers and the horses and everything hit, but couldn't wound you. So it's like they got a lot of hits on you, but you just kept saving. So, and you turned around and did 3 wounds to me, and I crumbled one of my chariots down. So, but they're still locked in combat there. They fired a whole bunch of bows into this guy and did a wound.
Yeah.
These guys fired a bunch of stuff into him and did nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we fired over here. And they took
Killed
out
a
Minotaur. And then these bowmen here did some wounds. So between the two of them. And then these archers over here. So they took out a Minotaur and left 2 more wounds on another one.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what happened there. The catapult fired over here, and then it scattered to roughly about right here and bypassed everybody. Almost, it came close to your general, but missed him. Then we had a charge over here. The giant, bone giant smashed into the side flank of the Dragon Ogre right there. He did a wound and actually had a whole bunch of wounds, but you just kept saving.
Yeah.
But you did fall back this direction.
Yeah, gave ground.
And I just maintained contact with you.
Yeah, you pursued him.
The
followed up.
Casket of Souls fired over there and took off one guy over there. Let's see. And the general moved over here. He's ready to either charge here or charge over there.
Okay.
And then the Necropolis Knights, the general, your Doom Bull general was parked right there. The Necropolis Knights smashed into him, did 3 wounds.
Doom Bull did a horrible combat.
Yeah, there was a bunch. You get hit with wounds, but you kept saving.
Yeah, but in the beginning.
Yeah.
But then everything started to go through, and I did nothing back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you whiffed. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
Yeah, which is bad.
It was like with your double-handed weapon. If you would have hit, it would have done something, but you just got past it. All right, so there's that. Oh, the other thing is you did attack here. You did a wound on him, but he got his regeneration save of 6, so he didn't take a wound.
Right.
All right, so. And then the general broke and ran, smashed through his own unit. And these guys made their leadership, and I pursued and then did a charge attack onto that unit right there, which we resolve in your turn. All right. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. We'll be back with the bottom of turn 3. All right, here we go. It's the bottom of turn 3 of the turn of the infamous Beasts of Chaos. Okay, over here. The giant comes smashing into the chariots and did a belly flop onto him. And
only did 1 wound.
Did 1 wound, and then the Dragon Ogre smashed in. He did a wound.
Took a chariot.
And I crumbled and did a wound on the chariot, and then I lost by 1, which caused me to lose 1, and the chariot crumbled away.
Yeah.
So I'm down to just 2 chariots there. I'm slowly getting a tar pitting here.
That's right.
And over here, the Dragon Ogre smashed into the archers right there and killed 2, but with my rank and my banner and everything, we're locked in. It was 0. So I didn't crumble or anything. And over here, these guys marched up over here. He passed his 1 spell of, what was it?
Vile Tide.
Vile Tide.
I only did 1 model. Or what was it? One, I think.
2 models.
2 models, yeah.
And took those guys out. They had you did 3 and I regenerated.
Yeah.
So, and over here, these guys fire. Oh, it's like over here, I fired and stood and fired into the Minotaurs as they come in, and did nothing. And then they smashed into me, and well, there used to be 10 there, and there's now 8 or 2.
Yeah.
8 gone. But I'm tar pitting you for a turn.
Yeah.
Which probably it would have been better off if I just disappeared, but I can try to regroup some of that loss right there. And then over here, your big giant Gorgon smashed into the side of my colossal bone giant and did 2 wounds on me from that. Yeah. And then I turned around and chopped your dragon ogre into little bits.
Yeah.
Literally into little bits. But as a result of you losing wounds, we were locked into position right there. And the interesting thing is, remember those
Ungors
and Necropolis Knights? Well, the Necropolis Knights smashed into them and chasing down the general. And then they just mangled and crushed and overran them and took them all out. They're gone.
Yeah, this was the Beastmen's turn. I know that it seems like it wasn't at times when you're in a combat already, but also the general did rally.
Yeah, so the general is rallied right next to those guys. So this could be an interesting thing. Mm-hmm. And then these guys swung around and they're kind of stuck around right there.
Yeah.
And let's see, that's about it, I think. So, yeah, well, this is where we're at. End of turn 3. Moving on to turn...
Tomb Kings, top of turn 4.
All right, we'll be back. All right, here we go. It's the end of top of turn 4 for the Tomb Kings. Over here we had the melee. The one more chariot crumbled, and basically they did 1 wound to the giant, and then they both did 1 wound to the chariot, and due to leadership he only lost a wound, so it was took out another chariot.
Yeah.
And over here, Mr. Big Guy here, he beat down and took out a couple more archers.
But not too much. They're basically locked in.
Locked in, and then due to banner, rank, and everything, we have locked in combat once again.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. And over here, these guys...
We lost a lot.
They got
9 guys.
9 guys.
With spells and stuff.
Yeah, with spells and
archery.
Archery, they just got torn to pieces, but they passed their leadership.
Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah. This one was good for me.
And then over here, the Minotaurs took out the 2 remaining skeleton archers, horse archers, and then plowed forward. You know, they do an overrun pursuit of the dead pile and ran into my archers.
Yeah.
Then over here, the casket took out a guy over there. The catapult. I never fired the catapult. Yeah. Oh well, totally forgot about it.
Not like you needed it.
Yeah, the only thing I could shoot at would have been your general.
Yeah.
And that was too close to my own guys.
Yeah.
So there. Then over here, there was a big giant monster Gorgon that used to be there. He got charged by the dragon with the Tomb King on top of it, and the Tomb King just did 9 wounds to you.
Yeah, it was like 9 wounds with the ogre blade, multiple wounds. It was just
he took a bunch of wounds. I rolled high with the hits, high with the wounds, and high with the number. It was like high.
Yeah, and Gorgon's he doesn't have a lot of armor at all, so he's kind of not good on the receiving end.
Yeah, so I did 4 hits, 4 wounds, and those are D3.
Yeah.
It was like splat. And they were just staring at these guys over here, and these guys I never moved those guys either. Yeah, I could have moved them. I didn't. Well. Oh well. Okay, so that was the end of the turn. I totally forgot.
Top of turn 4?
Yeah.
So we're going into bottom of turn 4?
Yep.
All right.
If I had remembered to move those guys around, I probably would have dropped a rock. But, all right. We'll be back. All right, here we go. It's the end of 4. This is probably going to be the last turn. Yeah, okay. What we had here was the giant and the dragon ogre basically did 2 wounds to the chariot, and it finally crumbled away, and then they overran it. Over here, they
didn't crumble. It actually just took him out. Yeah, it swept him, and that's where they were able to overrun. Yeah.
Then over here, they did a few more wounds to the skeleton archers, but due to banner and stuff, they still locked in. He made my leadership, so I didn't crumble any. So I rolled snake eyes. That's why.
Yeah.
So that was good. And then over here, I took out a minotaur.
Yeah.
So you lost a minotaur, and then I lost an archer.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like you were on the losing end of that.
Well, we ended up when we figured it out, it was a even, right? Pretty sure, because we did calculation. It was supposed to be even because they both had banners. And, like when we figured it out. Yeah.
So
and it wasn't a whole minotaur. It was like
you took one wound, which took out a minotaur.
That's right.
Which was
one wound.
Yeah, so it balanced each other.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so that's what happened there. They had a failed charge over here. He tried to cast
Vile
Tide over here. It didn't work. It got shut down with I think it was an ungodly roll.
You had a miscast, but it was one of those ones where it actually allowed you to still miscast it. You just couldn't do any more magic or something like that.
Yeah, I
couldn't do any more dispelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you just regrouped over here. You charged into the side of the Necro. Because I forgot to move them.
Yeah.
So I couldn't have got out of your chart because I was going to swing around and come this way, and I totally forgot about them. But you charged in, did a wound on them, and
killed one of them. But at the same time, with everything said and done, it was just even, and so it ended up being
locked in.
Even Steven. Yeah.
I did a bunch of wounds to you, but you saved them all.
Yeah, yeah.
If you had failed 2 of those, you'd be gone.
That's right.
Oh, well, you can try. But at the end of it all, what we're saying is like the dragon right here, you could easily charge in and probably obliterate those guys.
Yeah.
And the giant's going to turn around and head over that direction.
Yeah. We have some stuff happening over here. My biggest strength right now is this side of the table to try to sweep around this way with the dragon over and the giant.
I would probably reformed and face that direction.
Yeah. And so the question is how much they've been able to do. With the giant, it's really unpredictable.
Yeah.
But it looks like a Tomb King victory, though.
You headbutted the chariot.
That's right. Destroyed it. Evaporated it. My guys never did come on again, and so I think in turn 5, I have to look it up, but I think in turn 5 they actually have a bonus to come on, or they automatically come on. Yeah. But we're not going to go that far because it looks like a Tomb King victory. So, and it was a big game, and we're still kind of. You just started playing it mostly, your second game yesterday, and so it took us a while to. Both of us to kind of get through it.
Keep looking through all the rules that come with each army.
Yeah.
I figure if you play about 15, 20 games of your army, you'd probably have it memorized.
Yeah, for sure.
But still working on that. All right, so that's the end of turn 4. So there we go. All right.
Thanks everybody.
Thanks for joining us here. Appreciate the 2 days of playing games. All right. Thanks, Palmer.
Thank you.